I'd like to round out our talks by reintroducing Tineyi Mukwewa from Zimbabwe. And he's representing the University of Delaware.
I was manufactured in a grass hut in a hot October night, in a night of passion between my mother and my father. I was packaged at the University of Zimbabwe Law School, delivered to Abameli Human Rights Lawyers Network, a network of human rights lawyers who offer pro bono services to communities in the margins. These are your LGBTQIA, indigenous minorities, and all other indigent communities in Zimbabwe. My expiry date is unknown, but all I can tell you is that I'm still here and I'm willing to deliver. The subject matter that I am going to talk about was a very uncomfortable subject matter, which I had to be conscious about. And I had to have conversations with my peers. And I asked them, what should I talk about? Some said, talk about the corruption in Africa. Others said, talk about women empowerment. Don't talk about the subject matter that you are going to talk about. It is taboo in Africa. What is taboo in Africa? LGBT. African presidents standing in Western platforms, speaking Western language, using Western religion, would have you to believe that homosexuality is un-African. 16,000 individuals are incarcerated in prisons in Zimbabwe. 4,000 of men in prison acquire the HIV virus while in prison. Yet our African leaders say it is un-African. It is un-African for men to have sex with other men. I shudder to think of the notion that the HIV virus, which is a scourge in Africa, where we have made great strides, but the only handicap that we have is that at some point in time, we say it is un-African to discuss that men have sex with other men. I am pained to know that the prison service will never discuss the issuance of condoms in prison, despite the fact that there are 4,000 individuals who acquire the HIV/AIDS in prison. Africa, I call upon you on this day and in Washington, where the great Martin Luther once stood and spoke. It is quite unfortunate that we had to meet in Washington to discuss what is taboo. I said I am a product of my mother and father. Africans would have you to believe that sex is for procreation only. But you realize that we also have sex for pleasure, for leisure. The point that I am driving home is that in order for us to fight the HIV scourge, we should not leave anyone behind. We should gather everyone. We should begin to discuss what is taboo. Discuss what is taboo so that we walk, so that we have an HIV/AIDS generation. For all they want is love. All they need is love. Is it harmful to love another? Your preference is different from mine. I argue. I love one who is tall. You love one who is short. But we agree to disagree. So all they want is love. All they need is our love. Thank you.